General, given the complexity and the variety of potential future theatres, how is the US Army planning ahead to ensure readiness for its vehicle fleet for any eventuality?
Well, certainly armored vehicle fleet is central to our operations for our ground forces. And so we're continuously looking at acquiring and fielding the best capability we can provide for our soldiers as they deploy in complex operations around the world. And so we're placing a lot of research and development funding in that regard to ensure that we're building capability to protect our soldiers, provide them mobility, increase lethality, as well as the ability to be expeditionary to deploy and meet requirements around the world.
I know for the long term you're advancing with Force 2025 and beyond, looking at the 30s and 40s and very far ahead. Although we can't know what the future conflicts and threats will be, are you taking a vision, a philosophy with you on that journey to hopefully ensure that you can be making the right decisions as and before they occur?
But there's always a balance between sustaining the force today, which has to be capable of meeting our requirements today in terms of missions, and having a mixed fleet of modernized platforms to be able to meet a variety of threats and a variety of missions. But at the same time, we have to invest in research and development to look beyond 2025, as we term it, 2025 and beyond, to the period of 2030 and 2040. One, leveraging what's in the art of possible, prototyping and testing those capabilities, working with the industry, working with our allies to see what capabilities are there, what technology may mature in time, and then where we can modernize our current fleet with those new technologies, we'll do so. But more importantly, what we want to do is ensure that we're prepared when we then acquire systems in the 2030, 2040 time frame, that we're going to maintain the leap ahead technologies and the technological edge that we enjoy today against our perceived threats that we may see at that period of time and in that particular environment.
In the nearer term, we'll of course see the introduction of the JLTV. Can you tell us briefly, I suppose, what the capabilities that will bring to the fight and how that will, of course, integrate with existing vehicles?
Yes, well, we're looking forward to the fielding of the Joint Light Tactical Vehicle. This vehicle will provide tremendous capability to our ground forces, improve reliability, fuel efficiency, protection, the deployability of this platform, and built with communications mission command systems in the design. And so it will complement the current fleet of equipment that we have. It'll replace some of our older systems, the Humvee fleet that we have, the light tactical wheel vehicle fleet. It won't replace all. We'll still have uses for our up-armored Humvees and other vehicles, but the JLTV will be a tremendous complement to the capabilities that we'll see going forward. And so we look forward to being able to have that capability in our force, both for the United States Army and the United States Marine Corps.
And that's being seen as a great achievement from a military and industry perspective. And of course, at this forum, we are looking to ensure that engagement persists. How are you looking ahead for your forward plan to ensure that those sort of relationships continue consistently and accurately?
We're very pleased with the process that went forward in developing, testing, and acquiring this particular platform. Working closely with industry and the competition that was there to be able to produce the capability platform that we needed based on the requirements that we've identified going forward. And so what we're going to do is build upon that as we look at other vehicles that we'll acquire, other parts of the fleet, tactical wheel vehicle fleet that we'll acquire in the future. And so we're going to continue to work closely with industry. We think this has been as part of better buying power, the process of how we acquired and tested for this particular platform. We think this is a good model to follow. And I think as we look at acquiring other platforms in the tactical wheel vehicle fleet, we will use the lessons learned out of this procurement to build upon it for the future.
And just briefly, how is this event, or perhaps events like this, how is it adding to the opportunities perhaps that you're seeing, or the value that you're finding in terms of engagement with the wider community?
Well, the greatest value, I think, is in being able to meet with our allies and partner nations at these types of events. And so while you'll have presentations and we'll hear a perspective from various countries, the panels, I was very privileged to be able to speak here today. But the true value is being in the personal relationships, to be able to have those type of sidebar discussions, to be able to talk with industry, to see what capabilities are here and what they're promising for the future, but to gain a perspective and to share that. That is the strength, I think, of a conference like this particular armored vehicle conference, especially in its 16th year. And I think that tells you the value of it, that it has continued for 16 years. And I think bringing this industry, bringing our allies and partner nations together, as well as academia, I think it creates a great environment to talk about and collaborate on what the future possibilities are. And so I've been very impressed, and it's been a great forum thus far.
We appreciate you being here. It's very much our honor.
Thank you. Very honored to do so.
Thank you.
Thank you.